You went with the greens, or you went with the whites?
Millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in. So
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper innocent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL
I played a couple of red games, but nobody else was on when I was on.
Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins.
I was hot in a couple of those
this will be a touchback
red games, but
over the end line.
my team lost. I'm like, what's the chance that I'm hot and my team is trash?
On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is
oh, he had it in his hand. Come on, man.
Contact brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
I want him to jump up and go try to get it, but he only waited for it to come down.
Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24,
damn, pull it fast.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown
Bro,
on
I
the
actually
season,
went off.
as his guys are able to strike.
Bro, I went off the perfect block. If I would have went up the middle, you had the blitz coming right in that other gap. You had the blitz coming in the B gap.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Damn, how I kick that bit so short?
This will be fielded at the 6.
Well, I got nervous when I kicked that shit that short.
Line just across the 25.
Got it. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Record. Go.
On first down, York. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, lock it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. York, and that one got
boy, this offensive line to save me, boy, because your running back was out in the flat open.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Hey, high 7. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Defense wins championships, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Right. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Rock it. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
To throw on 3rd down, York.
Good way to bat it down, Adam.
Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, my God.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Darnold from the gun. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Hell yeah, I know exactly what the hell you talking about. I hate when that shit happens.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, my God. Plant your feet, man. Plant your feet. I know for a fact I planted my feet, man. They hating on me.
Incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive.
I threw that too early. Son of a bitch.
Whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
Here comes Grant on the return.
Good tackle. Ooh.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs.
I cannot bullet, bro. Really my eyes got so big when I was like, this nigga running with his
team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now this time he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On third down, Matthews nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Derwin James.
Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg.
God, you got to get around the corner, boy.
You're right, that O-line, they got to protect him. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lane. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot. That
get out of there.
He'll be forced out of bounds, shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited.
I was trying to make sure he didn't hit him because he'll fumble. Yeah, because he'll fumble, boy.
Now 2nd down.
Check.
Throw left side complete. It's Sherman. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here we go on 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit...
Come on, bro. 38, what you doing? What you doing, 38? Damn.
Away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Throwing again. York. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back, even with just 1 throw.
Oh, he got to drop that. He got to drop that. Come on, 38.
Get this one across the 35. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. Boy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 3rd down and 6. Here we go. 60 York. You're out. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey,
61, Matchbox Lights. They go.
Off the play fake. York.
Yeah, baby.
That is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
It's 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Check right, check right.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the
Good
catch
tackle,
goes
boy.
Twyford.
Let's go.
Unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the
Oh yeah, I'll
Jets are
bring
gonna
the
get
house.
football here
I
in
trust
great field
my
position.
people one-on-one now to
Trying to
be
get
able
one
to
more in here
blitz
before the quarter
on you. I
breaks.
never was brave enough to blitz on you other years.
A first down throw, Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Darnold now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
Bartney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot
Cruel.
of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Bell, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On 2nd and 12, Darnold.
Oh, he dropped
That
it.
one incomplete there.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Escaping the pressure right.
Touchdown.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 19 yards away. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good to
That
make it
scrambling quarterback
14-0.
threat.
Out is
Damn.
the kickoff unit
Terrible
as they run
pitch.
up and send this one away.
He probably didn't have
And they will
awareness.
not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. They know that.
I couldn't get a hit
script
there.
to start the ball game, and typically
I
those
couldn't
scripts
get a
go
hit
between
there.
12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. York. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
Oh, come
that
on.
was his
I
primary
got a hit
target.
stick there.
So he,
I think
I
he
can't
had to
miss it.
read,
I can't
figured
miss
out
it.
where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Got him.
To throw. York nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here.
Got him again!
And down he goes again.
Let's go.
Fletcher Cox. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Darnold on first down. He's going to take a shot right away from the end zone.
And a pass interference. Let's go.
Incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. They'll try and run it in.
Get in there, Bill.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit
Finally
is
a good kid. Finally a good kid. Oh, kicked it off goal post.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. York.
Oh, I missed him. I missed him. Why?
A gain there of 21 yards.
I tried to hit stick. They put me on that one. I should have just, should have went for the interception. I'm tripping.
And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be. And he ended up going to the secondary.
Let's kill him. Let's kill him.
That wasn't the primary.
Let's kill him. They both hit Sticker. Jamal hit Sticker, boom, and then 53 hit Sticker low.
As soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3.
Give me that.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw here on 2nd down.
Oh, you gotta catch that. I match box, bro. Why did you catch that and fucking do that weird shit?
5-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold
Take that to the crib. Take that to the crib.
It's Lane. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend.
You know he got that non-superstar ability to where if he stands in the pocket, all his offensive linemen stats are boosted. It's called pocketed or something.
Nothing now. Away and off it goes.
Heck, no, that pocketed come in handy. They gave you a bunch of like throw better on slants, throw better on curls, all that, man.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown.
You got to get that quick, Keith. Stop putting your pat in your hands. You like DJ Mosley, man.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back to throw. York.
Oh, he got out of there?
And he's going to come down with it. And all the way in for
that's pretty interesting because he was double covered, and not only double covered, he was tackled by 2 people and just slipped out of it like he was a physical receiver.
On the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Every time I all-out blitz, I double Ross because to me, in my opinion, he's your only fast threat, so I double him. So I press the button and the 2 people were there. That nigga don't know what happened. Don't know what happened, but we gonna roll with it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
Finally set my feet and threw that bit. Don't go out of bounds. God damn, that nigga been throwing that pass off his back foot all year. Nigga, set your feet and release the ball.
Stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
No, that was a well, it was just double slant. I audibled my outside receiver to run a go. But that was the only audible that I did.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Good.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He didn't catch it.
For a receiver there, already has 1 touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make
he ain't a physical receiver, and he can't catch them bitches in traffic.
To get done, even though they weren't successful.
On second down now, Lofton.
Oh, he got to get out of there. That got to be a touchdown. Come on, man.
Sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and
ooh, that's a good tackle. Oh, that was a horse collar too. They ain't called it.
Because as an offensive coordinator,
grab that nigga by the shoulder pad.
A little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Darnold.
Let's go.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. with touchdown
I gave too much time left on the clock, though. God dang. I should have ran one time and hope you stopped it.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them.
But no, that's a momentum shift. Even if you get 3 and then score on the first drive of the second half.
And you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
It ain't gonna be like this alone. I gotta get it while my quarterback's still only making just $32 million. Because when he get in the 40s, it's a wrap.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You take one of your receivers away.
60 outlaw.
To throw on third down. York.
Oh, you got to come away with that.
Incomplete.
You got to come away with that now.
Clock here now just under 30
Oh,
seconds
why
to
they
go
batting the
for this
ball
first
down,
half.
man?
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
That's taken on the 25.
Damn.
A good return.
Can't get
there,
outside, boy. Them
13
niggas too
yards.
fast.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
And now off to the races. Down
Ooh,
the
got
right
one with
side.
20. I'm surprised on that one. I'm surprised you could have went to a man on that.
A big play there.
I thought you was coming out in the cover too, and I was gonna try to hit Lane on the other side before we got to the safety.
Continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Bro, 3 straight kicks he hit the exact same foul line? What's the chances of that?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But
Good
how
tackle,
will the head
Jamal.
coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm?
I don't never click
Will
on
they
that
just
boy
let it
because he
all
make
out?
big plays.
Who
Him and
knows?
Derwin James, I let the computer play them. I play
An
cash.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Hell no, hit the pole again. Oh, I went through it that time.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Oh, that play was covered. I had these in the flats. That was a cover, too. Why was that nigga not underneath the route? Why was 38 backing up?
This
that
has
was
to go down
cover
to
too.
Simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, York, open man is Ross.
Oh, you got to hit harder than that. Get him out of there, too.
And just shy of the 40. Now, after
Jamal Adams hit
we're
him.
going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And now it's secured by his running back out of the
game tackle. Yeah, he's like a game tackle. Got to game tackle that man.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field
come on.
can really generate big plays for
John Ross will not be able to return. Get him out of here.
Going for a gain of 11.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing on 1st down. York.
Give me that.
And this will be incomplete.
They put
on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing.
I thought I was the cornerback, bro, but I was on James.
And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing again. York. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Ooh.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Topper! Get it!
Off play action.
Oh, you killed me. Good tackle. You killed me, boy. You bit me on the play action, had me running to the running back.
A yard and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That nigga is getting every run in the second level.
4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day, every day, any day.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards.
He
is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Oh, no, that's a good kick. I don't think he returned out.
Send this one away.
Nope.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. J.J.
Watt, only 4 people coming.
Drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Go!
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Boom.
York caught Eifert over the middle. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Got it open.
Oh, fumble. Fumble.
The first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. On 1st down, York. That one is caught by Hunt.
Oh, come on. Jamal Adams, I set you up perfectly. He made that man.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I tried to set Jamal Adams up. You cut right back into him, and this nigga hit you like a little bit that time, for real.
It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing...
Boom, somebody up there for this time. Let's go.
Down the middle of the field. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
From the gun, York.
Kuechly, just turn around.
Incomplete.
Just turn around, Kuechly. Just turn around, bro. What are you doing?
There, the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
I'm going back to you. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
On 4th down, York. And Eifert has it.
Oh, trying to hit up and set up a hit stick.
Before they drop it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Derwin James.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through.
Oh, he got a fumble. Using his stick.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Now a play fake on first down. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. York.
Damn, Kuechly, get to that side. About time you intercepted that bitch. 3 times tonight, your ass got your back turned to the ball.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Big Ed.
6-6. Pull it high.
On first down. Blocked it. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. There he goes, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6.
Oh! D-boy, they're holding on to that rock. They holding on to the rock. D-boy holding on to the rock. I give him that.
On the ready.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. 51 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know.
Oh, bro, you got to get under that intercept. That don't hit stick.
Interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game.
He just want to hit. It's all good. I like when y'all boys hit.
2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
That nigga lost 4 yards. He should have let that kid go.
Going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Back to throw. York.
Oh, I overran it. I read it. That was on me. That was a user error.
For a Dolphins touchdown.
That was a user error.
Campbell with touchdown number 12.
Can't blame the defense on that.
And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score.
Can't blame my defense on that one.
Here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Darnold now to throw.
Give me that. Come on. Oh, he's a physical receiver. I need to start throwing those to lane.
Would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
He don't know what he's doing out there on the dunk on anybody that's not a superstar.
Throwing here late.
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On first down, it's Darnold. Looking left side.
He ain't gonna drop it. Let's go. Nigga, fuck that white boy on the other side. Fuck that white boy on the other side.
Just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Fuck that white boy on the other side. Game time.
Deep right side.
Oh, bro, what? Did he overthrow it or did you undercut it?
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart.
Oh, he overthrew it. He overthrew it. I was about to say. Boy, I was about to get pissed. Because I matched triangle before you did, and it went past me to your hands, but not he overthrew it. That's real.
He ran off the field almost chuckling to himself.
I was about to say it wasn't real, but that was real.
They finally got me.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this
Let's go.
when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up second and long. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but now it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, York looking for Campbell downfield.
Come on, man.
Can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety.
Them boys be getting pressure with only 4 rushing.
With it, and now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Damn.
And he's
almost
able to
got
get
that
out of
bit.
there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he fields it cleanly. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Oh, I see you. I see you got your superstar on. Let's see what you can do.
Jets
offense you got your X factor on over there.
Drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL,
Killed him.
Brandon, because I'm just
he ain't dropping
you,
it. That ain't that white ball on the other side.
Season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on,
killed him.
Why didn't
He ain't dropping it. That ain't a white ball on the other side.
Just don't really do
That's
that.
lame. His X back on. I'm coming that old boy every time. What his name is, Paskey, whatever his name is.
Take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
A 1st down throw, Darnold.
He ain't dropping it. Never that.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Oh, come on. This is a good matchup 1-on-1. Them boys mono out there, and they want to cancel it.
Quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get your
damn. That shit took him out of the game because he was tired. Boy, that ain't that some shit.
They'll run on 1st down. Lofton.
Ain't that some shit, bro. They done took my man out the game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make
and
it
he was on fire. They hating.
And there's a run
they hating big time.
Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Throw complete to Herndon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first.
Is they going to bring him back out there? Is they going to bring him back out there? What is X Factor on?
Giving up the first down.
I don't even know what play I fit. Okay. Oh, they brought him back out here. Killed him.
Here's Darnold. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it?
I was trying to go to the out on that side.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway,
but when I saw your receiver on, for some reason, your receiver on this side that was over 88 was playing the inside.
But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
He still will be on fire. When that boy get on fire, no catches drop. Max security.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Mono y mono key lane. Oh. Let's see what defense. We'll play that defense.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
38 is terrible. 38 is terrible, bro. I put play underneath. Why was this nigga still backing up?
Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Boom!
He'll go down, but not before getting
them boys ain't hit sticking. Them boys ain't hit sticking like they supposed to.
32 on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And a catch to Eifert. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That nigga slow as shit. That nigga, hold on, that was Duran again. Caught his ass again. That was the second time Duran caught his ass.
Ready. 60 or. 54.
Operating from the gun. York. And this is caught.
Derwin James tapping this nigga. He didn't fumble it. A 70 tight end versus Derwin James. This game's full of it.
For their team, but I think it counts more
70 tight end versus Derwin James.
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Nah, I'm going to my stop everything defense.
So
ain't nothing gonna be open.
Offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Oh, hold on, I'm on the wrong linebacker.
From the gun, York.
I was on the wrong linebacker, bro. I'm so pissed.
Still a very large deficit, but maybe
I'm so pissed. I ran my cover 4 palm, and my purple wide receiver is the one who my purple linebacker is the one that I need to be on, so I make the manual plays. But I was on the other side on the yellow one. I would have made it out there to that flat.
The football back, unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics.
Oh, well, I ain't about to dunk on that boy. His X factor still on.
Data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us.
Oh, he got killed. He got killed. Fitzpatrick, get your man down, boy. Get your man down, Fitzpatrick. I told you that boy don't play. That boy X Factor on.
Timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
That boy X Factor on.
Probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
I'm gonna see if he catch that bit double to it.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw
this. Oh! I didn't throw it up. I don't know how to throw. How do you throw the high pass where it just floats in the air? Hold on, I'm going to the options, bro. I'm finna find out if he can dunk on 2 people, bro. Passing, high pass, L1. Okay.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
To throw.
Bro, pass it to him. Oh, he ain't come down with it. Bro, he keep pump faking. Did you see? He pump fake. He won't throw it immediately. When you throw a fade, you gotta throw that shit as soon as you catch it. That boy dunked on Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick, you was bullying old goddamn Sherman over there.
I mean, what a game to put up.
You ain't bullying Keydron Lane.
Continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
Thursday night, we played a Thursday night twice.
I just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass,
in one
it's all
season.
gonna work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Miami, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?